So this printer, it's the Elegoo Saturn Ultra 4. That's what it's called. These names of printers are kind of getting out of hand. Anyway, it has been running almost non-stop since I moved into this new space. It's printed over 2,000 minis in the past couple weeks. And yeah, it's worked really well. I like this printer a lot. If I were to buy another printer, I'd probably just buy another one of these. And that's something I actually considered doing when undertaking this big printing project. But this one's been going strong, and the output level has worked well with my kind of day-to-day time in terms of like switching prints and cleanup. My point is that I don't really have any reason to get another printer. I'm happy with this one. However, when you are a hobby YouTuber, companies will try to send you printers every day of the week. And that's not a complaint. It's a fortunate position to be in. Well, I usually say no, because I don't need a ton of different printers. I don't have room for them all, and each one has a learning curve. I would much rather have multiples of the same one that I know inside and out than a bunch of different ones. But sometimes you gotta say yes. So this one here is the Hallett X1. This one caught my attention for one feature. I think the most annoying thing about resin printing is getting the minis off the build plate. And this one has this cool build plate where you twist it and it like pushes these little plates through that pop the prints off. And that seemed cool to me. It also has this, which is like a tank that feeds resin. I could see that being pretty convenient. I've had this sitting here for a while, and I've avoided setting it up, mostly because that cabinet is all set up and working really well for my system, and putting another printer in there actually kind of disturbs that a bit. But also because when I looked into this, after getting it, I realized that it uses a different slicer than I'm used to. It uses Chitu Box, which I haven't used in many years. I'm just really used to using Lychee, so it means I also have to learn another new thing, which is not great. This little feature, also the fact that this doesn't have screws to take the tray out, it just has these little clips. I don't know, that all sounds nice. Those are the two things that I wish the other printer had. But the reason I'm actually gonna set this up finally is that I need to print something else for a game that I'm in now, and the other printer just needs to keep running the Voidbirth minis. I don't wanna pause production on that just to give me one player character mini for the campaign I'm about to start playing in. So I'm gonna set up this one so I can get it printed out and have the mini for this week's session 1. There is space here to put the other printer. What I've been doing is keeping this bin here so that I can take this build plate off, put it in here, move it to the table, take the prints off. And that's a really convenient way to process stuff. But I think I will just have to store this down lower. Okay. Oh, that's a problem. See, this printer here works perfectly. Even though this one is shorter, it doesn't. I gotta say, it's not a great design that the shorter printer needs more clearance to open the lid. Like, that might even be a deal breaker for me. I don't want to lower this because I need the clearance here for this other stuff. This is really stupid. Like, why? I guess I can keep it open in a really convoluted way like this. No. Will this fit here? Yeah, I think it does. Okay. That is a pain in the ass, but it works. This wash station and this cure station share a power supply, and I can't easily feed the lead through this shelf. Oh, there is a punch out here. There we go. Language, English, area. I'm not on the Chinese mainland. I'm gonna check before I fill this if there's a sticker. Oh, are you gonna tell me I can't? Oh my God, everything about this. So it's nice that you don't have to unscrew pins that hold this in. However, you need a ton of room to open these wings, and then that falls. Totally fine if you have this in a big open space. Not if like you're trying to have a, tight setup. Is there plastic on here I have to take off? There isn't. Okay, well, plus you don't have to remove these trays very often. And I'll use the resin they sent with it, which is what I suggest you always do when trying a new printer. Obviously not going to be able to set up the auto feeding machine for this resin because I just have no room to do it. See what happens when I hit print. Oh, where's this? The USB slot for this one's on top. Otherwise I'd never be able to get at it. All right, so we're loading the file that came on this, the test file. Looks like the test print for this is actually a miniature, which is kind of cool. Printing 6 hours, 45 minutes. I'm already not impressed with the print speed. Now, if I was printing a miniature that's that big on my Elegoo, it would take about 2 hours. Now, that's because I have the settings dialed in for fast printing, which you can probably do with this as well, but the test model isn't set up like that. It's probably set up with the most reliable, best quality settings rather than the fastest. Can you hear how loud that is? I'm used to the Elegoo always making sound. I mean, printers make sound, but that one, it's just this constant that's really like low. Yeah, it doesn't really bother me, but this one has a fan going in it that is super loud, really high pitched. Even when this is closed, sitting at my computer right there or at my work desk, it's very annoying. I hate to say it, but I don't think I like this printer. It is probably a perfectly fine, good quality printer. And if it's the one someone just bought to try out and it's the only one they had, probably great. Test print's not even done yet. I'm just gonna assume it prints it really nicely. Let's just assume the quality is awesome. It doesn't have a Wi-Fi connection for dropping files on it. The Elegoo does. You have to use the USB stick, which I don't like. Even though it's kind of short, it needs tons of clearance to open. It needs clearance on the side for those wings. It's loud. I was about to say that it doesn't use Lychee Slicer, but that's not true. Actually, I just checked, and in the latest update of Lychee, this one is supported, so that's not a knock against it. But overall, I'm just gonna say it's not for me. I don't think this one will be sticking around.